Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your September 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about your month ahead. Welcome to Virgo season, Pisces, your opposite sign. This is a really important period of the year for you as you start to explore some of the opposite ideas and some of the things on the other side of your life experience during this time. I hope that you're all doing really well, and I hope that you are starting to feel more confident in yourself and in your expression. I feel that the potential for self-confidence for your sign is actually moving to a high in September as perhaps you have a new level of abundance, well-being, and material strength coming in for you, alongside a really nice feeling of style and also relationship well-being. I love to see two tens coming up for you, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, also with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. It's a really wholesome, actually. But like quite a few of the other signs, you have 6 really wholesome upright cards, and then you have 2 cards that are really struggling. Okay, I've been seeing this for a lot of the signs this month, where it's like a strong majority of very good stuff, but this kind of like snagging, this thing that kind of like snags the energy, and it's like just kind of keeping us just right below that Goldilocks zone that we want to be in. So 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords reverse, 2 fives, quite chaotic. It's like a minority feeling in your life, right? Where it's only a small chaos amongst like the main, like good stuff that is coming up here. You have something relating to how you esteem or value your own path and your own capability as compared to the other person. So the 5 of Swords represents feeling the need to kind of take a shortcut, or because the person has their back turned, maybe this other person could win more easily, but it's against the rules, you know. So 5 of Swords deals with rule breaking. It deals with doing things in roundabout ways to get better seeming results. So that's in the reverse for you. And then also there's this poverty energy of 5 of Pentacles. So don't worry too much about either of these things, Pisces. But I want to really, how can I explain this? It's so important that you understand that this 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords energy is in the past, and it's not a dominant aspect of your life anymore. But because that muscle memory might exist, it's like maybe a natural feeling. So there's going to be a big test this month about like, can we release previous muscle memories that no longer suit us? Okay, I think that is the main theme of your month of September, is like letting certain old habits, ways, or mindsets go where they belong, and that's in the past. Okay, this is really a period of time for everybody about developing new muscle memory, developing new habits. All right, 2023 is going to take this to another level, so you can kind of start to, or start early here and get in a better shape for 2023 by just kind of allowing yourself to start to participate in these new building phases for you. So going to the farmer's market instead of McDonald's, okay? Right? Because now you can afford that, and you don't have to go to McDonald's like 5 of Pentacles is saying. Although the tarot art and archetypes are very medieval in nature, sometimes I like to consider the 5 of Pentacles like the McDonald's drive-thru. Okay, why are we there? It's not really why we need to be there. It's a very cold path, and it's not what we needed anyway, so you don't have to be there. Yeah, now you need to go to the farmer's market instead, or you even need to go to like the really nice restaurant, okay, here, or even invite people over to your house to like cook together with what you've procured from the farmer's market. That's more of the energy here, Pisces. This is not the McDonald's drive-thru anymore, okay? Also, for some of you, it's not even the Starbucks drive-thru anymore, okay? It's really like another level of well-being and another level of strength and wellness, all right? You are also called in the month of September. Okay, this is a totally other side of things. Just hit me randomly, psychically. You're called this summer okay, this September, okay, but maybe this is coming off of this summer because I've said that. Based on what happened this summer, you're called to make a judgment on someone in your life that you've been neutral about. Okay, something that you've not been able to make a judgment on, something that you've not been able to solve, is being called by the second week of September to have final judgment be done on it. So you have to know now, okay, I'm going to stay in this career, I'm not going to stay in this career. You have to know now that person is or isn't toxic. You have to know now, I am dating or I'm not, okay? I am open for that type of work or I'm not. Okay, this is a big drawing of a line, okay, in the sand for you, Pisces. I think you're reestablishing your boundaries and borders in a very healthy way this month. And you don't need to use these previous poverty connecting points to justify or motivate those lines. This is actually able to be justified from the perspective of 10 and King of Pentacles. So some of you have reached a pinnacle of career abundance. Some of you have reached a pinnacle of material well-being. But nonetheless, it's like you are like, okay, it's time to go to the McDonald's drive-thru. Okay, it's like the way the brain makes connections and the way that certain pathways maintain despite the way that physicality changes. So the moral of that, Pisces, is like how even very good physical situations, really good material life experiences can sometimes even feel difficult as we redo our muscle memories. So I think that the only threat for you in September is like, oh my gosh, I finally did it with the promotion, or I finally got to that goal that I'd been striving for so long. Why is it hard still? That's a very hard thing for a lot of people right now, but I would definitely encourage you, Pisces, to understand that everything's changed, or the goal has been met, and try to take joy and equilibrium in knowing that you did that for yourself, and start to just kind of adjust now to the farmer's market or to much better nutrients for you. Nutrients are really coming up for you this month. Like, what are you putting into your body? What also people are you subjecting yourself to? That needs to be observed here. Let's talk about your week to week. Week number 1, you've got the 5 of Pentacles rooted down by the King of Pentacles. So it's kind of like when somebody transcends that feeling of lack, scarcity, or poverty, and they still remember what that was like, though. You don't have to do that to yourself anymore, but some of you might be like looking back at previous life experiences when you didn't have this level of strength that you have now. And there's kind of a type of sentimentality or a type of nostalgia that might evoke. And it can even reactivate old muscle memories. So I'd be careful. I don't think it's the best time for romanticizing who you once were, okay? This is Virgo season and Libra season of 2022, year of the tiger, okay? It's kind of like much more lucky to just build and develop forward, okay? Moving towards Cardinal Libra here later this month. I wouldn't push things backward too far, and I would really breathe in and experience this King of Pentacles energy in the first week. Week number 2, you have the Judgment rooted down by 10 of Cups. Okay, so you have to make a judgment on a family relationship. You have to, perhaps in the second week, declare what your own household will be like, or maybe you're making or forming your own household in the second week. For some of you, there's a marriage or or even moving in with somebody and declaring that new bond or declaring that new connection. Also, some of you might be starting a family. This is an interesting period to experience pregnancy, or to know that you might adopt or even have children. That could be happening for some of you in the second week. Congratulations if that's happened to you. Because the Judgment card is about new birth. It's about new breath of life, and the 10 of Cups is about the physical family. So marriage, birth, even like funerals or things like that, but don't freak out. That's something that you would already be aware was happening. But it's some type of marking of some type of change in life, okay? Beautiful, though. That's a really nice time to celebrate whatever way life has changed for you. Okay, week number 3, Four of Wands, rooted down by the Ten of Pentacles, and it continues. Four of Wands is the celebration card. So there's a festival, maybe it's an equinox festival. It's also, there's kind of like, even though that's not in September, to me, there's like a Dia de los Muertos energy coming up here. So maybe that will be coming up in September for some of you, or maybe you're planning for some type of event like that. I feel that energy here. So fall is already coming in, and I love to see that. So one way or another, Pisces, an interesting like Day of the Dead energy, Dia de los Muertos, because your sign also rules over that as the 12th sign of the zodiac, as the final sign. It has a rulership over death and that type of celebration. So some of you are just called to really venerate the passage of a previous life chapter in a new way. So it's not about romanticizing it so much. It's not about yearning for that, but it is about marking it and almost creating a sense of pride over what has left in your life, okay? And that's a very strong place for your sign to be when you're not like out of sorts over what you've lost or what has gone or what is no longer with you, but you actually take an incredible feeling of power through it. I'm getting chills. That's actually, I think, the main goal of this month or even this year for Pisces is being proud of yourself based on what you lost or what is no longer with you, and feeling stronger without it. Okay, stronger without it. I think that's what I'm going to have to title your reading this month. I've got to write that down. Stronger without it. I'm also going to take a drink of coffee. Okay, Pisces. Ooh, and nightfall just hit where I'm at as well. So the evening was falling as I was starting your reading. And I wrote that down, stronger without it. And I've taken a drink of coffee, and it's totally nighttime outside. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready for October and November and Dia de los Muertos and Halloween and all of that incredible time of year. As I'm a Scorpio, so it's going to be my season soon as well. So I'm just like so ready for it. There's something about the 2022 October, November, December time period, because it's like year of the tiger, so it's very kind of like fire, water energy. It's water tiger, so the Scorpio Sagittarius time. I'm a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm already preparing for it. Anyway, Pisces, share with me in the joy of this incredible sort of crimson energy coming in. So Phoenixian experiences as well. I feel that you're rising from the ashes in the third week. Some of you have totally transcended the money wound. Some of you have totally said goodbye to any type of self-reinforcing prophecy or self-fulfilling prophecy about I'm never going to transcend the minimum wage. I'm never going to transcend working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And now you've done it, and it's done. And you're like, I can do what I like now. Some of you even might be able to retire now, or some of you, I know that we have all age ranges watching. So there's something retired. Anything that evokes that feeling of ending, loss, retirement, whether it's retiring from a job or whether it's retiring a certain style or retiring a certain version of yourself, you are transforming, Pisces, and it needs to be celebrated. In the third week, you could also plan for Halloween or plan for Dia de los Muertos or whatever you want to plan for in the third week, okay? Go ahead and make those plans. I think that I will do that as well, because you might also be having people who see you do that or see you plan and see you connect to these festivals or connect to these events or connect to these venerations, and that might be a new connecting point for you. That might be a new way for you to like draw an audience, or you might be able to I don't know, there's something about events or something about marking of passage or rites of passage that comes up for you that you might have a new stake in, or that you might have a new connecting point to. So I love to see that. Also, there's a likelihood of inheritance in the third week. So some of you could be inheriting something. Some of you could also be on the brink of a new business or on the brink of some type of new material benefit, okay? Marriage, again, with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands coming up, as well as the Judgment card. Some of you might be getting married during this time, or there's some kind of connection, some type of vow even. Week number 4, you have the Five of Swords reversed, redone by the Queen of Wands. And now you get to play by the rules, or you get to be kind of like a new level of integrity. That's also coming in for you, Pisces. There's a new journey with integrity and a new journey with ethics for you. Okay. I think that everybody has this in their life where they have to like learn about their own ethic, and they have to learn about, what are the norms of my society and the way that it functions and how do I place myself in it. I think that you're coming through that. And I think that by the fourth week, you have this like Queen of Wands energy being like, okay, I'm ready to step out. I'm ready to show myself. I'm ready to step up to the plate. I'm ready to be strong. And strong you are. And it's time to also make a new code of ethics for yourself, or it's time to remind yourself what you don't do too. Okay, what types of business you don't engage in, what types of rules you don't break, what types of also like emotional or even what do I want to say, like psychosocial methods that you employ to like relate to who you once were, or relate to other people, or relate to the past. So for example, like crying over the scrapbook, or nervously kind of trying to connect to someone that you miss or something. We don't miss people anymore here, Pisces. Okay, family's one thing, like if you have, for example, like ancestors or relatives who have crossed over, that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is like missing people who've done you wrong, or missing exes, or missing friends who are no longer with you in your life. They're not to be missed here, Pisces, okay? Again, remember what I've just distinguished, but there's something that can really derail you by like missing people who've done you wrong, or missing people who never gave you what you deserved in the first place. Okay, that's a big contingency for you here, and a big level up for you here, because sometimes Pisces can have a tendency to devalue, or to not know who they're attracting in, or to overvalue, like devalue themselves and overvalue the other person. That's like the Pisces thing. So you're transcending that here, and that's going to rely on this new code of ethics. That's going to rely on this veneration of like what you need to venerate, like ancestors, or people who've been good for you in your life, right? Can you know who was and was not good for you now? Okay, let's talk more about that in your extended reading, Pisces. I'm so excited. Come check out my Patreon page. I do all of the readings, early ad-free with extendeds, and weekly tea chats, and you get all of that with one membership. That'll be linked in the center of your screen, and below I'll get a central theme, 2 supporting themes, and an overarching significator card, and we will see what else is coming up for this reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Have a beautiful month. This is, I think, my favorite reading of the month. I'll talk to you all soon, Pisces. Have a great month. Bye.